I don't know if y'all can hear the rain outside, but it is raining. So yeah, just so y'all know that. Uh, so now to start off with number one. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to do this with my hair like this. Not at all. It's gonna get on my nerves. Hold up. All right, let's go. Now, today, this one was a requested topic, and I'm glad that I'm in the mood to do it now. You feel me? This one is how to get a boyfriend in 2024. So, just so y'all know, a little backstory on me. I have been in my relationship, my current relationship, for almost 2 years now. So we like at 17, we're like at a year and 7 months or a year and 5 months, something like that. I don't know. I quit counting. But this is the longest one I've been in. I know that sounds crazy, but I've had a lot of different experiences, but not long ones. My longest relationship before this was a year. So this one has exceeded my expectations. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very blessed. I'm happy. And, pray for us because I think this the one. Real talk. I'm about to decide how to propose here in a minute. I'm only telling y'all because he don't be watching my videos like that no more. He be too busy, but I'm definitely about to. Yeah, I'm excited on proposing. Oh, by the way, my hair is wet. I just got out the shower, so yeah, excuse me on that. But yeah, y'all, I'm thinking about proposing here soon, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this and when to do it and all that. So I never had to get in this mindset before, but I'm excited. You feel me? So that is why I wanted to also hit on this topic today, so I could help put y'all on some game because I done learned a lot of lessons in this relationship that I was missing before, and I know that it has a lot to do with the reason why it's working out. Not just what I've been through before, but also him and the kind of person he is, etc. So I'm gonna go ahead hit y'all up on game real quick. I'm gonna do a top five on this one, and I'll probably do a part two, but because there's a lot on this one, but I'm gonna get y'all with the top five real quick. That's on my brain. All right. So the first one is stop hooking up the first time you meet. Okay. Actually, yeah, I thought we were gonna do the video with the hair down, but it doesn't look like that's getting ready to happen. Running from you, running, running from you, running. All right, this will do for this video. Shit. All right, the first one is stop hooking up on the first day. No first day hookups, no giving it up on the first day no more. All right, that goes for tops and bottoms. Now, me and my boyfriend did debate about this one. He said that would be like slut shaming, but I believe that we need to have a little slut shaming because I'm doing it to benefit y'all. Hear me out. I'm not putting nobody down, but people need to understand what they doing because y'all being told y'all can do all this stuff, but it's actually not going to benefit you. So hear me out. All right. Now, the reason why I say don't hook up on the first day is because as a man, we are wired, regardless if we're gay, bi, whatever, we're still men, okay? We are wired to hunt, to chase, and to pursue. Now, I'm speaking for tops on this one, but the reason why y'all bottoms need to hear me out is because y'all don't be liking what I be saying, but ain't y'all going for other tops? I'm a top, right? So y'all need to listen to daddy say so. You feel me? Because other tops is thinking like this, and y'all missing the mark by thinking that we all thinking the same or something, and we not. So the reason why I say bottom should not be giving it up on the first day, especially, is because as a top, once I smash you, I'm not considering you a date no more or somebody that's potential as a partner no more, simply because that makes me think that you do this all the time. And even if they come at you and they be like, oh, I don't do this like that, this has been a while. I'm pretty sure that some of them were not lying. It has been a while for them. But because they gave me some on the first night or the first day, I feel like everybody else got it like that and you easy, and I don't want to get caught up with nobody easy because I feel like that's going to leave me vulnerable. It's not the slut shaming, it's the fact that I don't want to be caught up with somebody who's got detached feelings, who is possibly hooking up with other people. I don't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, I want to cuff this dude just because we have some good sex, and then he don't think the same or whatever, because I knew what I was getting into because the nigga gave me some on the first night. So how can I expect him to be hubby material or boyfriend material if he gave it up on the first night? You know what I'm saying? If also for bottoms, if you don't give it up on the first night and the dude don't want to talk to you no more, well, guess what? You just dodged a bullet. Quit acting like, oh, I should have gave it up. That's too insecure. That's gonna be on my part two. I mean, on my second one. But straight up, have self-worth and understand that, like, hey, if you're not worth, just getting to know me a little bit and then going from there, and then we gonna eventually it's gonna eventually happen. And when it happens like that, it's so bomb, y'all. It's so fire. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, me and my boyfriend right now, we didn't smash until I didn't get to smash him until about the second week. It was like the second week. But with our situation, it was like he was a top. We was both tops. When we linked up, we told each other we was both tops, and we thought we was just gonna be friends. And he was just like, oh yeah, no, I ain't never did that. So like, yeah, we ain't going there or whatever. So I at first I discounted him because it was like, oh, okay, we two tops, you know what I'm saying? It's just whatever, it's not gonna happen. Cool. But we continued to talk and we got to know each other and we liked each other so much. We figured out we got so much in common, and also we like each other genuinely. And I was honestly at that point, I was thinking to myself, I'm tired of every time, or not every time, but a lot of the times I meet a guy that I like and we be feeling each other. And just because we like the same thing, we don't go nowhere further than that. And that's bogus to me, bro. Hey, that's one thing about being gay that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Or about the gay community I don't like. That it ain't just like with straight people. Like if you see a girl you like her, you can holler at her. You already know y'all compatible sexually, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, it actually helped because since I wasn't able to smash him just like everybody else, it forced me and him, it forced us to have to just get to know each other. We didn't have to, but we wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And it basically, I'm gonna just say it like, he got curious. He started getting curious because he liked me so much, and he got curious. He wanted to try it, and he felt like if he was gonna try it, he wanted to try it with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they say they tops, but they don't necessarily be. They just haven't met nobody that they are willing to do that for, or they have to tap into liking you before they can go there. So, yeah, about 2 weeks later, like we had started trying. And I'm going to be honest, I know that he was a virgin because it took like 3 times to actually get inside him. Like we were trying a couple times, and then he finally was able to, get me all the way in there. And he was happy about it. Like this nigga after the sex, he came back to the bed like, like that's what I'm talking about. I did that. Like he took pride in like actually, like it was masculine as hell. It was sexy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but just to go back on that, when we first had met and we linked up, we're also gonna do a how we met video that's coming next. All right, so stay tuned. Both of us are gonna do a how we met video. And so so I ain't gonna go into detail yet, but when we had first linked up, I came over here and yeah, like we just talked. Like this nigga was hella dope. He had a clean ass crib, like I pay attention to that kind of stuff. And we just sat and talked long about all kinds of stuff. I had some stuff on my mind that day. And yeah, like he was easy to talk to and stuff. And it just went from there. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go out on a date or nothing. We didn't start dating until like right after that. We started going, to restaurants and stuff, going to movies, etc. And then finally, like when we actually, started having sex and everything, it just all just started happening naturally. And shit, like it just happened so naturally and smooth, and it was perfect, like for real. And now we here well, a year and 5 months and a year and 7 months or something like that later, and everything's still good. And the one reason why I put this on the list is because I noticed that because we weren't sex based, that wasn't the root of our relationship. It just flourished out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, for tops as well, don't sleep with somebody immediately because it fogs your perception of them. It makes you think that they was easy or whatever, and it just makes it where y'all place each other in the box or in the category of every other nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, it's just another one. And then y'all start playing these mind games with each other. Y'all start trying to get each other to, respond first. Who's going to, respond last? Like, if he take 5 minutes to respond, I'm going to take 10 minutes to respond. Like, all that. It's created because y'all are thinking y'all have an obligation with each other because y'all have no connection, but y'all have had sex. You know what I'm saying? So it puts you in an awkward place. And a lot of people don't know that that's what it is because you're in it. But when you're out of it, you can look back and be like, that's why, like, I never made a connection with none of them, is because they could have been dope people, but because I had smashed them, it kind of like just soured and dumbed down the energy, and it just made it to where y'all just put each other in the cycle. Like, if you had already smashed 3 other niggas, when you smash him, now he's the 4th, and you just cycle them. And it becomes where y'all don't never actually get no relationship. You feel me? So, yeah, I told my boyfriend straight up. I was like, hey, like, cause we was debating about this one going on the list. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna put it to you this way, because he's only been messing with dudes for about 4 years. So he doesn't really know as much as I do. And I told him straight up, I was like, check this out. Like, he was like, yeah, it'll be like, slut shaming. I don't want you to, say that because people just be hooking up or whatever. But at the same time, I don't really know. But like, you know what I'm saying? I was telling the truth. So I was really a virgin when I got with you. Like, I hadn't been smashed before. But I was like, but I would not have known and I would not have cared. That's what you need to understand. Even if what you are is what you are, if I would have smashed you that first day, I promise you I would have thought you was lying and I would have never fucked with you no more. Or if I would have talked to you again, it would have been just a smash again and you would have been thrown right in the category of just smashing. I wouldn't have actually like took you serious because I would have started off on not trusting you. Basically, when you give up the cake so easily, it starts off distrust because I feel like you done did it with everybody else. And I feel like most tops think like that too. And we don't want to cuff nobody who is for the streets. We will smash all day, lay up, kick it, be cool as hell. But as far as getting a relationship, going on dates, being seen in public and all that, we ain't doing none of that. All right. And I don't recommend no top 2 either because these niggas need to know that you want to give your shit up to everybody easily like that. You need to understand what the value that places on you. Okay. It makes you invaluable because I'm going to put it to y'all like this. I had a couple dudes that I smashed and took their virginity, and then they wanted to leave me alone and go on about their business and explore and try other niggas' dicks and shit. When they made their way back to me, because they always do, because I'm gonna treat them better than everybody else, and I already know that. Because see, when I'm your first, when a dude thinks that you're his first, if he's mature and he's actually values someone or has the ability to value someone, because there's no such thing as a nigga not wanting no virgin and valuing somebody. That's a nigga that wants an easy fuck. Okay, he don't want no virgin because he wants to be able to get up in that thing and get up out that thing. He don't want nobody getting attached to him. He don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? No sensitivity, none of that. So that's a sign that the dude is not relationship material. That's what I'm trying to say. So stop giving it up on the first day so you can get some of these bullets dodged. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't let you fuck on the first day, so you don't want to talk to me no more. Oh, so because I'm not, like trying to fuck and I'm not asking you what your sex position is and I'm not trying to start the conversation off sexually, you don't want to talk to me no more? Cool. Nigga, that's dodging bullets. So yeah, y'all, that's dodging bullets. Don't ever look at that like you done lost out on somebody good. I promise you ain't doing them, but dodging bullets. Do not be that simple-minded person who feels like they have to put out to get somebody's attention. Them dudes lose every time. And I'm gonna also tell y'all something else on this part before I move on to part 2, because I know I dragged this one out, but this one's really important. This is why a lot of guys who had good intentions and were just trying to find somebody ended up being classified as hoes and being trapped into hookup culture, because See, when you're gullible like that and you start giving your body to all these dudes because you're just looking for somebody, you don't look at it like that at that time. But look at it like this. Let's say you move to a new state, you trying to find yourself or you trying to find somebody that you can vibe with. Maybe it don't even got to be no relationship, but you just want to have sex on a regular with the same person or whatever, right? What happens is, in 9 times out of 10 in them situations, you sleep with that first dude, right? You give it up to him because you thought that y'all, was vibing or whatever. You give it up to him, and then he is used to that big city shit or used to whatever it is, like in Atlanta or Houston, whatever you want to call it. And he next, move on to the next. He play you off. He's probably talking to 3 other dudes. And then you start feeling some type of way, like he didn't abandon you or whatever, like he ain't interested in you. When really he's just cycling you in, making you thirsty, playing like he's not interested because that's how niggas, try to play the game to make you more interested in him. And then basically you'll go off, probably stop talking to him because of your worth, and then you sleep with another dude. Let's say you got a little confidence. You say, all right, you wasting my time. You move on to the next dude. You give it up again, right? Now you got 2 bodies already. Okay? If something forbid happened with that second dude, guess what? You going on to the next, right? Now you got 3 bodies. Guess what? After so many times of doing that, you will look up and be like, damn, I didn't have intentions of being no hoe, but guess what? You'll be classified as one because the streets talk and tops definitely talk. And I'm going to tell you right now, every time I would link up with a dude when I lived in Atlanta, I asked my homeboys, my other tops, before I even linked up with them. If I was feeling them especially, I'd be like, hey, bruh, you know this one? If I ever get a yes, I'm not fucking with you, period. Because one thing about me, I ain't about to be going through nobody's sloppy seconds. And to me, yes, your sloppy seconds. If you didn't fuck with somebody I know, that's sloppy seconds for real. Okay. Now we all got a pass, so I'm not gonna consider you just sloppy seconds because you didn't slept with somebody before. But if you done slept with somebody that the dude knows, he's gonna most likely next you. Okay, because he don't want to be embarrassed. You feel me? Or risk, like I said, getting feelings for you, putting investment in you, taking you out on dates and stuff. Why would I take you out on date and spend money on you when you can go hook up with a dude right after this? You can literally go get smashed by somebody else right after this, and y'all want these niggas to take you out on dates. Understand what you are asking for and what you're trading off. Okay? It makes no sense for a dude to put any effort in you when you are sleeping with other people. Okay? I just need y'all to understand that. A lot of people don't understand that during the talking stage, you have to be loyal. All this, oh, I'm single, I can do what I want. You're not going to get a boyfriend like that. You have to be loyal in the talking stage. It shouldn't be nobody having to tell you to stop talking to other dudes. Nobody should have to tell you get off a Jack, get off a Grinder. Nobody should have to tell you that. It should come natural. All right? Or y'all to make that decision, y'all discuss that. If y'all met on Jack or something, like how, well, I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk about that when he joins the video. We do the how we met. I'm not going to give away too much info on how we met yet, but y'all make that decision mutually on getting off of Jack or whatever. You feel me? Yeah. So I'll probably have to go on that more on part 2, but I just wanted to get that out the way because that's literally the first one and it's the most important one because y'all have no problem hooking up with nobody. All this, oh, how do you get a dude? Y'all know how to get dudes. Y'all get them all the time, but all y'all do is sleep with them. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all how to get them and keep them and actually start something with them. All right? So yeah, no giving up on the first date. Get to know somebody mentally and, all that before y'all have sex so that y'all have some kind of connection before sex so that sex isn't the base and foundation of the relationship. Okay? All right. Now, moving down to number 2. Have a self-esteem that doesn't need validation from a man. Have your own life before a man. All right? Now, this one's very important. You definitely need to have your own self-esteem. I've ran into guys before I got with him that I was nexting. So many times I could tell that they were using me as a source of self-esteem or ego boost. Men and people that you date is not supposed to be the ones that boost your ego or make you feel better about yourself. If you don't have that for yourself, you're going to fail every relationship you get in. Okay? The reason why that's so important is because when you don't know yourself and when you don't fully have yourself understood, you will give more than you're supposed to. You will feel played after a while. You will be more susceptible and more vulnerable to people manipulating you like narcissists and etc. So I'm telling y'all this one so that y'all don't feel like, you just gotta, you don't, so that y'all don't think that you're supposed to use a dude for an ego boost. Also, you need to have your own life. And what I meant by that is my boyfriend got his own life. Okay. He is a hairstylist. He goes skating. He got his own hobbies. So when we link up, we don't never feel like, oh, I'm putting my all into you. I don't have no life. I've lost myself. Okay. I get that. I hear that so much. And I was hearing that so much before I got with him. And it was such a relief to find somebody who had a life of their own, because a lot of these dudes will blame you for the fact that they have invested their all into you and they're not focused on their self no more, as if that was something that you asked for. Okay. When really that's a personal problem. If you're not able to live like you were before this dude came in the picture, and then he's an addition and adds to your life, then that's your own problem. That's not his. And I'm tired of dudes saying that in a breakup. Oh, I need to focus on myself. I haven't done this and done that. I've lost myself. All this bullshit. Like, bro, grow up. Okay. A relationship is supposed to addition to you, not subtract or make you feel idle. Okay. If you don't know yourself before the relationship, then you don't need to get with nobody, okay? And that leads me down to number 3. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to that one. You need to be by yourself at some point in your life, okay? So yeah, this moves down to number 3. You need to be by yourself at some point in your life. Now, hear me out. Y'all need to be isolated, okay? All this, I'm single, and you talking to 3 different dudes in your phone right now, okay? You're not single. All right. All this, I'm single, but I'm getting smashed by dudes on Jack. You're not single. What I mean by you need to be in an isolation state for a minute, because that's when you learn who you are. You will literally break yourself, okay, and tap into your spirit and your true aura and who you are. And this is how you learn who you are, okay? When I first started Say So TV, that's exactly what I was on. I was by myself. I wasn't dating nobody. I had just got out of a serious relationship. My heart was broke, okay? And I was just so exhausted with going through this with dudes. And I felt like, I didn't know nowhere to turn, but I had to just turn into myself and just learn who I was, what I wanted, find a way to learn to love life. Even if you don't got friends and you're not close to your family or whatever, when you isolate like that, you literally break your spirit, and you have the chance to blossom into somebody new that you have no idea the potential of greatness you can become. You know what I'm saying? But you have to stay to yourself, push all them distractions to the side, be to yourself. I'm not saying that you need to do that right now, but I'm saying if you haven't, you need to. I know some people who have never been by themselves, people who have always had family, friends, somebody around them. You need to learn how to be with yourself. When you're by yourself, you are with yourself. That's who you with when you single. You by yourself and you're with yourself. If you can't learn how to treat yourself well, you can't learn how to treat somebody else well. And what I mean by that is when you get to yourself and you break your spirit of them actions, those bad habits, you will start eating better, exercise, or this is what you need to do in that time frame. Exercise, eat better, get you a diary or a journal or something. Find you a hobby. If you don't already have one, you need to have a period of your life where it's just about you, and it's not you're talking to other people and telling them that you need to focus on yourself. That's how you know you're not in the right space. I'm sick of that, and I know a lot of y'all sick of that too. Quit dating if you need to focus on yourself. If you need to focus on yourself, face it, okay? Quit running, okay? Sex is just an addiction like a drug, bro. These hookups are an addiction. You have to break that, okay? You have to, all right, you got to cold turkey. There is no winging off of this slowly like a drug. You have to cold turkey, sit to yourself in your apartment, in your crib, whatever you want to do, and be by yourself. Focus on things that you need to heal, self-reflect, heal your past traumas, your childhood traumas. When you do that, I promise you, when you come out of that, it's like you have a whole light bulb that just goes off, and you have this aura and spirit on you that people are magneted to, like a magnet, like attracted to like a magnet, bro. Like for real, because you are walking in purpose and truth. All right. We're all energies and people can feel it if you're not right with yourself. All right. So yeah, just wanted to throw that one on there because that's facts. All right. I was by myself for a good year. I dated at towards the end before I found him, but like I definitely took a whole hiatus from hookup culture and everything, and it really showed me and I learned a lot. So I feel like y'all should do the same. All right. Now, moving to number 4. Understand the difference between compatibility and convenience. All right. Actually, I'm going to move that one down. First, I want to address you need to be convenient. Okay. So, number 4, you need to be convenient and you need to not only be working and have no time to spend with a dude. Okay. Y'all, this one, a lot of y'all may think that this is like, oh, wow, how can I work? And, if you can't mess with a dude that works, then you want a bum. No, that's a myth, okay? If you don't have enough time to be with somebody, at least at night, at least, go on dates and communicate, consistently and stuff, you are not relationship fit. A lot of people need to understand the difference between you not finding nobody and you're not actually, fit for a relationship. You can't be working all the time and being a workaholic, working 8 hours plus. Okay. The 8-hour shifts is fine, but you cannot be doing these 12 hours, 10 hours, working every day of the week. And then you're going to find you a man, bro. I'm sorry to break it to y'all. I know that y'all thought that was going to fly, but y'all trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I understand a lot of people they got to do it on their own. They got different reasons. And, a lot of people don't have somewhere to go stay at their families or something. So they have to grind. But I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but honestly, that is a deal breaker for men. Not just gay men, but even straight men. I have my cousin. She was just talking to me about how this dude blocked her because, she wasn't available. She wasn't as available as he wanted her to be, but she wasn't available, period. Okay, this girl works 12-hour shifts and what? You're going to basically be trapped into just a hookup boy. If you don't have time, I promise you, because you will make enough time to get fucked. Okay, you'll make enough time to get that nut off. But if a dude senses that you don't have no time for him, that's what you'll be. So you'll be inevitably stuck in hookup culture, being a pass around, being a fuck buddy or a friends with benefit. Because what men do with people like that, why you think a lot of straight men are saying modern women is too masculine and they're not happy with them? Because these women want to be bosses. They want to work all the time. A man wants somebody to come home to. All right, like straight up. I'm sorry to break it to y'all. I don't know where y'all thought that was gonna go. If you don't have enough time to be with somebody and spend with somebody, go on dates, lay up with somebody at night. If you're working overnight, especially, that's another thing. Your shift matters. That working overnight ain't gonna cut it. I promise you right now, that'll keep you single indefinitely. Okay, you want to work overnight, you're done, and I mean you're cooked, like straight up. All right, just know that. I just had to throw this one on there because it's real. All right, a lot of people don't want to say that because people feel like it's going against whatever. I'm going to keep it G, okay? If you don't have enough time, meaning you put work over, or if you put work over a relationship, if you are more serious about your grind and your hustle and your career, then you should just focus on that because the dude is not going to get all of you that he needs. And you're going to most likely get yourself in a relationship that's bound to fail anyway. If you're not going to put the best foot forward, you might as well leave it alone because you're basically just postponing breakups. You know what I'm saying? All right. So then that leads me down to number 5. Compatibility versus convenience. Understand the difference between compatibility and convenience. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. Every dude before the dude that I'm with now, like I said on the first one, I was smashed in the first night. And yeah, we might have dated, it might have stuck around for a year or whatever, but this shit ended anyway. Reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of gay men, we think that compatibility means that we have good sex and we the first thing we ask is you the top or bottom. So we're gauging compatibility based on sexual positions. That won't make you compatible, y'all. I'm telling you right now. I done smashed dudes all the time, had the best sex. Like Sagittariuses, especially because I'm a Leo. Y'all, I was getting Sagittariuses back to back. Like Sagittarius and Aries specifically. Aries I would get good sex with a lot too. And the signs and compatibility charts say that we match and everything. But I was also going through the most toxic relationships with these ones too, like fighting and man, all that. All right. So what I mean by that is that compatibility seems to us like in that sense, I thought I was compatible with somebody because we, so sexually compatible. We having great sex like all the time. And that will fog your judgment, and it'll make you think that this person is your person. This is a match for you, but you'll overlook all kinds of red flags. And I'm trying to tell y'all that is just convenience. I learned when a dude is just there, he's easy to fuck. He's just around the corner or something from the crib or something like that, and then that makes you think that y'all compatible. Really, nah, y'all just a good convenient fuck buddy. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. And I wish I would have kept them as that, but I went on ahead and went in the relationship thinking that that was what compatibility meant. But I don't regret it because you got to learn. But I'm just telling y'all that because don't think that just because y'all have good sex and good chemistry and y'all have good conversation and a good vibe that makes y'all compatible, because it doesn't. Okay. All right. Real compatibility is in y'all's truth and when y'all are out of the dating vibe. Like I feel like people have this personality, this mask that they wear during the dating stage, and then you don't really get to see the real them until like 6 months to a year later, and y'all need to unveil that. That's another thing. There's a bonus. All right. So number 6, no catfishing. You need to be yourself. Okay. From the jump. All this, y'all doing that most, showing out with gifts and all this other stuff, taking somebody out on dates and all that. If that's not really what you about, don't start no vibe that you cannot continue. Okay. Also, the masculinity and femininity thing. Don't be acting masculine because you think that this dude wants a masculine dude. And then you over here acting tough, sending pictures that shows you in a more masculine light. And then when this nigga get in your face, all of a sudden you flamboyant. Come on, quit doing that too. Y'all setting yourself up for failure, and it makes you so insecure. Okay, because yeah, just to go on the insecure one again. I had this one dude that literally wanted me to hit his ex up. He would show me the phone of his ex hitting him up and ask me to hit this nigga up and tell him to quit hitting him up. And when I didn't do it, this nigga got mad. And I'm thinking to myself, why come you don't tell them to quit hitting you up like I do with the niggas that hit me up? You know what I'm saying? Why you asking me to get involved when you should be protecting us? You know what I'm saying? In our vibe, not allowing this nigga to think that he's imprinting on us. I've learned that a lot of dudes want you to feed their ego. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be the reason why they feel good about themselves today. And that will always fail in a relationship. All right. And another thing, that's a narcissist right there. Okay. If you ever get that vibe, anybody who wants to compete with you and y'all just now starting to talk and they want to compete and compare with you, that's a narcissist. Okay. It's not going to work. All right. I just had to throw that out there. I know that that's a little off on the track, but I just had to throw that on there. What else? All right. So we in the bonus territory now. So I got 2 more for y'all and I'm going to let this one go. Yeah. Convenient and emotionally available. You cannot work too much. That will turn a man off. Yeah. Like you need to be emotionally available and you need to be convenient enough to have time to spend with you, because otherwise you'll be put into the fuck buddy category. I'm saying this because a lot of y'all do not understand. You cannot be all selfish-centered, like it's like self-centered like that. Y'all care about y'all's jobs, y'all's family, y'all's friends, and then the boyfriend comes forth. No, that's not worth being a boyfriend to you. Like, put yourself in other people's shoes and understand what you asking for. You want somebody to be with you, and you don't have no time to spend with them, but you still want to have sex. So guess what you're gonna be? A friends with benefit. I don't understand. That's why a lot of DL dudes don't really cuff y'all. Y'all be thinking that it's just because, you know, they want to be on a DL or whatever. Sometimes that might be the case, but I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of dudes don't wanted to cuff me that was DL because I was everything that they wanted. They just couldn't imagine losing me. You know what I'm saying? So they'll sacrifice, or they'll be willing to come out for you. But you got to be really willing. You got to be something to come out for. You can't just be a fuck. Nobody's about to just come out just to smash you, bro. Like, straight up. All right. So just to go ahead and finish it off with a point from the first one, y'all, the reason why straight boys are so valued in our lifestyle is because they're unattainable, okay? We like to chase. We like a hunt. We like something that is worth going for. With straight boys being unattainable, they cannot even look that good. And just because we can't get them, we be wanting to get them. You know what I'm saying? So gay bi guys need to embody that. You need to learn a little bit of that, okay? Learn a little bit of, just because you're a guy and you want to go, oh, we're all guys, we want to all get it off. You should not be feeling like you want to get smashed in your butt that bad, like we want to smash somebody. That is not the same. I'm sorry. Like all that, oh, we're both guys. How y'all gonna say tops can, you know, get their rocks off, but bottoms can't? You are not operating as a man when you are using your butt. You're operating as a man when you're using your penis. So that's not the same. My point is, straight boys got the one up on y'all because not only do they got the masculinity and all that and the mystery, but also the chase. Gay boys is too easy to smash. I said that in one of my first videos. Like, that's why I could never really get with one, because it's like y'all just rush straight into the bedroom and it turns me off. It turns good guys off. Okay? Jumping straight into bed, we may treat you like, you know, we're not going to tell you this, okay? I'm not going to hurt your feelings. I'm not going to get up off of you and then be like, yeah, well, it was nice. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at you when I want a nut again, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell nobody that because that's mean. You know what I'm saying? So you let them down easy and you just hit them up when you want some again. Or, you know, you play these little cards and you act like, oh, I'm busy and all this other stuff. I was asleep. Oh, I got this going on in my life. You're just winging them off because a lot of guys don't have the nuts to just tell you straight up, I think you's a slut. Like, what are you like wanting more out of me for? Like, don't you got like 3 other niggas? Like, so I'm just keeping it G. All right. So yeah, y'all, that's it for this one. I'll probably do a part 2. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if I missed anything that y'all have learned. Y'all's old heads, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Let me know if I missed anything so I can add on part 2, all right? So that's it for this one, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. Baby, how much I really take?